Okay. Well, Larry, if you could start the audio, that'd be great. So this will kick off the October CIC meeting now. First off, I'd like to call to order. Let me just make sure I get the right tab up again. When I call your name, if you could please say you're here. John Coyne, George Edwards.
Here.
Ethne Good.
Here.
Jeremy Holderfield.
Here.
Thank you. Judy Hotchkiss.
Here.
Amanda King. Mona King.
Here.
Rosalba Ledesma.
Here.
Anton Musaf. Salvador Patino.
Here.
Brittany Clinton.
Here.
Keith Wilson.
Here.
Tessa Wilson. And Steve Winter. All right. Well, with that, I think we can move on to the approval of minutes. So we actually have 2 minutes to approve. We have the September 23rd, 2020, and the September 30th, 2020, which was the special meeting for the CSC award selection. Does anyone want to do a call for approval?
Yeah, motion in a second.
No.
I'll make a motion for the virtual for the September 23rd.
I second.
Is that for just the September 23rd or for both minutes?
I can amend it for both if you'd like. I did attend both meetings, so.
Okay, we'll amend it for both just to save us on one roll call.
Wonderful. I didn't know we could do that. All right. So for approval, we're going to have to do a roll call vote because we're online. So John Coyne, George Edwards.
I'm muted. I approve. I accept.
All right. Ethne Good.
Yes.
Jeremy Holderfield.
You're muted, Jeremy.
Yes, aye.
Wonderful. Judy Hotchkiss.
Yes.
Amanda King. Mona King.
Yes.
Rosalba Ledesma.
Yes.
Anton Musaf. And then Salvador Patino.
I approve.
Wonderful. Brittany Clinton.
Yes.
Wonderful. Keith Wilson.
Yes.
Tessa Wilson. And Steve Winter. All right. Well, sounds like the minutes were approved. Wonderful. Next, we can move on to the technical advisory and project report. For this month, we only have one project, the Philo Hill Middle School renovation. Let me just get the presentation up. Where are you? There we go. As long as I did everything right, everyone can see my screen.
Got it.
So for the Community Appearance Commission meeting on October 28th, one second. There we go. As I said, the presentation will be for Philo Hill Middle School. As far as existing image, or as the site goes, it is off Main Street in southern Winston-Salem. The project is adjacent to an elementary school, and which was recently renovated. The existing conditions, this is the main entrance. If you can tell by the previous slide, they actually had to stick up a paper notice for where the office door was. It was not well shown, and that is one of the key improvements in the new renovations to the project. These are the existing wings, which will be, one second, someone wants to enter the waiting room. So these are the previous additions, the classroom additions, which will be removed from the middle school. This is them from a different angle. These are existing trees on the site, which will remain after the renovation is done. These are trailers and utility space, which will be removed, and the front entrance to the new addition will be on this side of the school. Here's another shot of the utility area and the trailers that will be removed from the project. Another shot of existing trailers. This tree is actually going to be removed from the site. Unfortunately, that is right about where the new 3-story wing for the site will be built. Another angle of where the building will start. And then this angle actually allows us to see the slope of the site. One of the key elements of the new design is that they are using the hill to kind of hide the bulk of the 3-story building to give it to make it appear to be more of a 3-story or a 2-story project. This is the new site plan. If you look up at the north of the site, in the dotted dashed and grayed out area was the existing wings, which will be removed. And then at the bottom of the site, the 3-story wing is going to be in the back, and then a new library, cafeteria, general recreation area is added to the front, along with an entrance in place of the trailers and old utility area. Ethne, could you mute your mic? There's some noise coming through.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry, I thought it was. I apologize.
That's all right. So here's the plan, the classroom wing and back, all 3 stories of it. On the bottom of the plan, you can see the new front entrance. To the right of it will be administration, and to the left will be media center going into a new common area. They will also be redoing the gym and services. Sorry, I think I said cafeteria. That's not part of this, I believe. And then, so this is the new elevation, front elevation for the site. You can actually see that they have done a great job highlighting the front entrance to the school. It is in blue and yellow to the left side of the project. Then from the southern elevation, you can see how they are using the slope of the site to kind of hide the mass of the 3-story wing that's being added. These are the additional elevations. Of particular note to staff is that the elevations of the short elevations of the 3-story classroom areas are relatively sparse in nature. You can see on the bottom elevation here that the other short side of the classroom wings only has 4 windows/doors. Overall, the TAPR committee was concerned with sort of the monolithic nature of the southern and northern elevations of the new 3-story classroom wings. The suggestions included adding a brick pattern or using different brick colors to kind of break up the facade, or doing brick reliefs into the facade to make it more appealing. The committee appreciated the use of the site slope to manage the height of the 3-story building, and the committee was curious about what was happening with the trees that were to be taken down on the site. Staff had very similar concerns. The main concern of staff were the 2 short elevations of the new 3-story classroom wing. It gave that part of the project a very monolithic nature, and its minimal ornament, along with the regularity, was a little severe, hoping for a little bit more playful nature to the facade. Suggested solutions were to use ornament on the corners to break up the edge instead of having a straight line down, have some sort of break in the edge itself, along with creating a false window relief in brick, and to consider incorporating arches on select windows to make the facade lighter. Comments, questions about the project?
Is there a landscape plan that goes along with these elevations?
So there is the site plan, which does cover some of the plantings they will be doing. If you want to get more information on that, I believe Bill can cover the types of trees and the strategies they're using.
No, I think what I was looking for was, because that 3-story part is so monolithic, a few trees around it might help. And on that plan you have up, I don't really see much around the monolithic part is the medium green part, correct?
So the monolith,
it's that red one right there.
yes.
Yeah.
Can you see my
Okay.
mouse?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful. So yeah, it's more the nature that these 2 facades have very minimal windows for good reason functionally. But it does make the building appear to be a little bit more blocky.
Yeah. Yeah, my thought would be that you need a couple of trees down there at the bottom of that picture, whatever, south facade.
Yes,
corner,
down in this plan is
southwest
south.
corner, maybe.
And we don't have a problem with that at all. There's a big rock down there, so we're trying to avoid the rock. And,
Okay.
depending on how far away from the building you are, that rock is right at the surface. So we'd have to work around that with trees. But yeah, I'm fine with putting some trees there.
Yeah, and they don't need to be close to the building. They just when you're kind of looking at it from a little bit of a distance, it would break up that facade somewhat too.
Sure.
And maybe something on the northwest side as well. But I see there isn't that much space in there, but just a little.
Yeah, yeah, we're fine with that.
Jeremy had you had your hand raised. Jeremy, do you have a comment or question?
Yes. So I actually live in the neighborhood. It's 3 blocks away from me, and I've volunteered there. So some of the issues that have been involved with it is that the neighborhood at large feels like that school is kind of an island into itself. And before, a lot of things did not tie in with the neighborhood. Is there anything in the architecture plan that helps tie into similar architectural elements of the neighborhood? And then I have a second part to my comments. I'm also a part of a group of people that is trying to propose a greenway be placed behind the school, behind both schools, that follows along kind of similar to other greenways in Winston-Salem, follows along the sewer line that goes from basically behind behind the middle school and goes out behind the elementary school to Clemensville Road. There's an easement back there, and I want to go ahead and put that out there as something that I would like to see done by Winston-Salem Parks and Rec. But back to the first part, the people in the community, and I've talked to many over many community meetings, really want this this school to be something of pride and something that the neighborhood can really be proud of and feel a part of. And as some of the school districting stuff ties into it, but I won't get into that here. But I'm happy with the new design of Conoke Elementary, which is right next to it. So I just kind of it's kind of several comments at once, but these are things that are very important to our neighborhood. I'll go ahead and mute myself.
We were tasked with rebranding the school, and originally, well, not even originally, part of what we're trying to do here in rebranding is give it a fresh new identity, obviously, but also we're maintaining or renovating about 45,000 square feet of that existing building, which is a kind of a 50s industrial, stark, quick and dirty kind of, let's give the kids someplace to go to school. And we're trying to augment that with the new part, which kind of identifies the entrance and gives it some spirit, while still maintaining true to that, not rigidity, but that definition of a grid that's there now. And the mass, and we're trying to create some volume in some of these spaces with the new cafeteria and the media center and the lobby. And that mass is kind of counteracting what's there now. As far as integrating that with the residential area, this is, in our minds, it was so isolated. It sits up on a hill, it's surrounded by trees for the most part, that we were more concerned with tying it together with that existing, what remained of the existing building.
Okay, thank you. And I believe maybe in some of the school board meetings I've met with you before, and thank you for what you guys are doing here. And I know it ties in with, I guess, some of the vision of what the school is supposed to be also, which I know is supposed to be more STEM oriented and stuff like that. So hopefully the landscaping and the architecture will inspire some of that as well. And I just want that put out there. This is also the school that theoretically my 4-year-old daughter will be going to school to. So I really want to fight hard for this school every chance I get.
Okay, excellent.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions about the project? Okay. If no one has any other comments or questions, that is all on the agenda for the meeting today.
Actually, you need to do a motion and a second to approve the comments
Sorry,
as presented, and then with the additional comments presented during the meeting.
Sorry, this has been a little bit of a week. So yeah, a motion to approve the project. Or
I move that the comments and additional comments be accepted into the record. Jeremy Holderfield.
Second.
Okay. And then we'll have to do a roll call vote.
Yes, sorry, I'm writing something down. Apologies about that. So we'll do a roll call vote for that. John Coyne, George Edwards.
Approve, accept.
Wonderful. Ethne Good,
I accept.
Jeremy Holderfield.
Yes.
Wonderful. Judy Hotchkiss,
Approve.
Amanda King, Mona King,
Approved.
Rosalba Ledesma,
Approved.
Anton Mustaf, Salvador Platina,
Approved.
Brittany Clinton.
Approved.
Wonderful. Keith Wilson.
Approved.
Wonderful. Taysa Wilson. And Steve Winter.
Approved.
Wonderful. We have two Steve Winters. Sorry. And next, what do we have to approve, you said, Amy? I'm totally blanking right now.
That's all, and then it's just other committee reports.
Wonderful. Okay, so there are actually no other reports for this month.
I can give a report on education awards just to fill everyone in on where we're at on the awards ceremony.
Certainly, please do.
It'll be Friday, November 13th at 11. It'll go live on YouTube. It won't be a Zoom meeting because it'll be fully pre-taped. And so marketing is working through that now. Rodney Swink has already taped his keynote speech, so that has been done. And then we're just working on the video and getting the voice taped and everything like that. And they're putting all that together.
I sent my recordings to them today.
Great. And I know Aaron King will be doing his introduction of the speaker on Friday. So it's moving right along. So that's how it will be. So you'll just go to the city's YouTube page at 11 o'clock and it'll be live. And so that way folks don't have to worry about Zoom and logging in and all that fun stuff. And then Keith, do you have an official report, or Mona?
I do not.
I do not. Nothing official.
Okay. I don't believe we have any old business.
No.
And then the only new business I want to bring up is typically in a normal non-COVID year, November would be the month that we'd hold our biennial retreat. Because we would have had the awards in the spring and then we would have a retreat in the fall. And we typically do it in November because we don't have a CAC meeting in November. But I am going to propose that we hold off on that until there's a time when we can meet in person, not through Zoom. I imagine trying to do a retreat through Zoom will be a bit much. So with everything going on, I think we'll just carry on with the items that we have until there's some point in the next, hopefully sometime next year, where we can meet in person to do an event. And it'll be the typical event that we've had in the past. So stay tuned on that. If anybody has any strong objections to that, speak now, but
not right now.
That's the only item I have.
Well, thank you, Amy. If no one else has any new business or anything they want to bring up, then I think we can adjourn this meeting. So thank you all for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Great comments.
Thank you.